Hey, pro tips for Perez. We have the wheelchair switch-a-roo happening today. Finally, I've got the wireless mic set up accordingly. Hope all this goes well. This is actually the first time I've utilized all the pieces of cool filming and production equipment that I've got together. So I'm going from my TiLite Titanium, I think it's a ZRA wheelchair. It's got the cantilevered front on it here. So we don't have any mechanism underneath to support, and it's got a thicker titanium rod. My new chair, Society Wheelchairs, out of Maple Ridge, Vancouver. Same design, much sleeker rod, smaller. You can see the difference. They powder coated mine, and I left this one regular because also it's just chipped away to nothing. I've been in this chair occasionally and some full days, but today is the day I make the swap and try this for a short road trip for the first time this coming weekend, and see if the body can handle being away from this attachment that I've created over 5 years to this one without having to transport it with me. Oh, I don't even know where to start. I guess let's start with stripping down the old chair. Pull the cushion off just to make it lighter. Fold the backrest down. The front of my chair, I have this tiny pouch that basically holds all the pieces of my life in it. I've used the same straps off of the TiLite bag clips so that it goes on the same way, and I've just blown holes in it. But these thread through themselves in order to go tight and then hold the bag underneath, and it's just super simple to clip it off. It's nice to travel with, no question what's going on, you just take it with you. I throw it in the luggage rack, away it goes. These wheels on the new one, but having that is going to help balance so that I can take this brake off. And we're going to take the brake off first to see if it will fit on the smaller tubing of the new chair. Oh no, really? Got shit in there. It's the other set of Allen keys. Yep. Awesome. The one tool I can grab. The new wheelchair is made in Maple Ridge, manufactured, designed, created in Maple Ridge, British Columbia, Canada. Basically a suburb of Vancouver. Oh, I'm not even going to be able to get this off, am I? One breakdown. The wheels and rims that I have on my old chair, these are Continental directional country rock tires on a Spinergy carbon rim. I highly recommend these rims. I don't have a lot of experience with anything else other than the ones that I have on the new chair, which are also Spinergy. I just like the thick carbon spokes. They don't hurt my fingers so much, and it's nice when you transfer it into a vehicle, they don't cut into the sides of your fingers. The preferred rubber that I like on those is from oh sorry, these are Michelin. The preferred ones that I like are Continental Winters. So these are Michelin Country Rock. You can see. And I prefer the Continental Winters because they're a little bit softer, easier to get up curbs, and they don't have any nub on the side of the tread, which is nice for your hands. I'll have to go and clean those before I put them on the new one. So we've got a semi-carcass, going to grab a cloth to wipe those ones down. So this chair has an air cushion on it, which is like an 1,100 Canadian dollar cushion. It didn't come with a waterproof case like I had requested. It came with this meshy one, so like any leakage or anything in this cushion that has like one pocket for air and then another pocket for air, and I've just tucked the hoses inside. But if I pee myself or spill anything on here, it goes straight through to the bottom layer, which is like a solid piece. This flue thing is not a liner, it doesn't come off. Whereas my old cushion has this liner on it, which is amazing because it's basically see-through and it's like a mesh fabric. So it dries really fast, the water wicks away from your butt, it comes off, and then this one is the waterproof liner and it protects the foam underneath. So this is super old, it's packed down, it's probably pretty close to the garbage, but it's definitely the type of lining that I prefer versus this one that soaks everything up. And it's brand new now, but I'm sure it would start to smell funny. Give the brakes a quick polish. I'm shocked that they're still functioning, so that's nice and awesome. This is my 4th set of brakes in 5.5 years. Just the plastic piece, it's got a spring loader, so the spring that's under here breaks a lot. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit on a new one, no. So I need to ask Kevin, Society's man, to get me ones of these that fit the smaller dimension of the new chair. Or maybe I just go and pick them up in Edmonton when I do that, but that sucks a little bit. Anyways, still going to try and take this chair over to my mom and dad's house tonight, potentially, if the rest goes well. Here's another difference in these chairs. This one has a solid pan on the bottom. As you can see, solid. This one is all straps, all the way to the very top. It's all strapping. And these were also made by the gentleman that manufactured the chair. I need to tighten them because with use they've loosened off a little bit, I feel. want to make sure that the backrest is up high enough that when I lean over, it doesn't poke into my sides with the tops of the rails here. So from the side profile here, you can see that there's no hardware for the backrest. It is a fixed frame chair, less a small adjustment that happens right at the axle here, just for the center of gravity to see how easily it tips backwards. So this chair is much lighter than my other, and it will be lighter yet when I put the wheels on it. But even at this, okay, so I want to put these wheels on the thing. Until I get bigger casters, I can't put these on because the rubber on this one is larger. So I suppose get on to my new cushion. Came with the soft part of the felt on the cushion. That's also what is on the bottom part of my chair. So these are the sticky Velcro pieces, and you're able to just like peel the tape off of this and stick it to the soft Velcro part and it will stay. So I'm going to finish this off so that my cushion no longer moves on the bottom of the new chair when I transfer, especially. So I will sit in this in order to stick that down. But this is reflector tape, and because I had my old Continental wheels had reflector strips on them, like the bicycle tire had the reflector strip, and this wheelchair has no reflector strip, so you can't see it at night. I'm going to take this, cut it, and wrap it around the axle of this chair so that you're able to see me at night. It's going to wreck photos, but I don't care. Reflector action. All right, stoked on the reflectors. As you can see, the back of this chair has way So, old chair, new chair, thick titanium frame, thinner titanium frame. I would like these same size casters on this wheelchair so that I can put these bigger rubber rims and lighter rims on this chair. So I won't have the gray wheels anymore on the new chair. I'd have my black ones with the carbon rims instead. I am going to put grip tape on the foot plate of my new wheelchair. This old one has old grip tape. I should probably do both of them at the same time. You can see underneath of here and underneath of there how this is a big, massive chunk of hardware. This all adds weight. Solid base pan, all strapping, solid back. It's carbon, but this is so much hardware to bracket the backrest onto the frame. Again, these more brackets here, these steel pieces, there's 2 of them, one on either side, really heavy. Another bar here to fold the backrest down. We'll see how this one goes with vehicle transfers. I'll let you guys know. Really like a clunky, heavy beast that that's the first chair out of the hospital. So she's a little bit of a monster. And the new unit, backrest on this thing, $1,000. Cushion, $1,000. Wheelchair, I don't know, 6.5 something. The fact that it never fit properly is the real kicker. Stick, best way to be. Don't get up. So the last thing that, well, not the last thing, I guess more things for this chair. My old chair came back a little bit in the stance, and then the wheels also come back a little bit in stance. This one pinches in differently than my old chair. The old one came in really sharp. This one flows down. And there's more dump in the old chair than the new. So I was really trying to focus on posture, how you can sit up and function in activities without falling over backwards. I wasn't able to sit up straight in my old chair. It had so much dump, and the way the cushion has this great big hole in it, it just allowed my whole pelvis to roll backwards and set me in the chair. So again, I'll let you know how many times I fall out of this new one, but it's all right. Excited. It'll be a good challenge for a little bit until it's all set up properly. Oh, I should put my catheter bag on the thing. Without all the hardware under my chair, that bag sure looks saggy. What else do I want to clip on there right now? This can happen at a later date. I think that's all she wrote. I have a little bit of a mess, but that can be cleaned up later. Yeah, so Society's wheelchairs from my TiLite. They're both titanium. Pretty excited to get this one finished up with some brakes and a strap for the back of my legs, and I'll be careful until then. So thanks for watching me rip apart the old and semi-assemble the new beyond pieces that don't quite fit. Pro tips for Paras, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, hit the big thumbs up. If you made it to the end, maybe subscribe to the channel. Much love, everybody. Always keen to hear what you would like to see and pro tips that you have for me. Thank you.